What's up guys, I'm back with another video, and today we're looking at a GoPro Pole which kind of changes up the GoPro mounting system. So in the past it was either a 1/4 by 20 inch bolt mounted onto a GoPro tripod mount which you mount your camera onto, or it was an integrated GoPro mount such as UK Pro was doing. And so this mount though changes it up and uses the GoPro buckle mount system in order to mount your GoPro camera, which leads to the camera being incredibly easy to mount and unmount. So if you want to switch from a chase cam to a selfie cam, you can really easily do that by just unbuckling and rebuckling the camera on. Super cool. So we'll start with a little tour of the mount and then talk about how it works. Down here at the bottom, there's the hand leash, which is mounted by a 1/4 by 20 inch bolt. If you want to remove it, you just undo the extremely long 1/4 by 20 inch threaded bolt and you've removed that lanyard. Now this is something awesome because the one complaint I have about the POV gear carbon fiber pole is that this strap is not removable, and there are times, especially when I'm putting it into cases and stuff, when I would just love to be able to remove it and I can't. So awesome. Then the other cool thing with this is that you can mount this onto a tripod by using that 1/4 by 20 inch bolt. And that's great if you want to extend the range of your tripod or kind of see what we did with the GoPro Pole mounts. We were able to do that. Then there's a rubberized grip, which is really big and supple. It's a nice solid rubber grip that feels really great, and it's a lot softer than some of the other rubber grips we've seen. Pretty cool. It's aluminum mount, and then it has a different different extension system than some of the other poles we've looked at. So with the other poles, most of the time it's a loosen off the bolt, extend the pole, and then lock it down using this locking point. But here, it's got these two rubber, what look like locking mechanisms, but actually they're mounted on to the different extension pieces of the pole. So there's a 3-segment pole, and this mounting ring is actually attached to this extension piece, or extension segment, and you twist it and this one together, and that unlocks the pole and then out, and it's about a 1/4 turn to lock it in. Same thing with this end one. Grab the second one here and the end mount, twist, pull, and lock. And that also means that it's super fast to extend in comparison to some of the other poles we've looked at. This is more on par with something like the GoPro Reach in terms of how fast it can be extended, but it doesn't have that one annoying feature of the GoPro Reach, which is that because the segments of the GoPro Reach fit inside each other, if you over tighten one, you're not necessarily able to actually get a grip on it to loosen it off. Whereas this, with these nice rubberized grips, you're able to do that. That brings us then to the double-sided GoPro mount. And this is where your camera gets mounted onto. So with a buckle mount, which you probably have because you bought a GoPro camera, you can take your camera, mount on that buckle mount, and then just slide it into the mount. And just like that, your camera's mounted. Now that would be useful as a chase cam, but let's say you want to suddenly switch and shoot selfies, you would just grab the buckle mount, unbuckle it, twist it around, and clip it back on, just like that. And now you've got a great selfie cam, just like that. Now, I guess really the one thing here that's also kind of interesting is because this mount is double-sided, you could probably put a, well, you could put a follow cam and a selfie cam setup, so one facing you, one facing the action on here, and shoot like that. Not necessarily something I think you'd want to do, because normally when you're shooting with a chase cam, you tend to put the camera upside down like this, and then you'd be kind of following the action along like this, and it's not really something you need to capture. So I think for the added bulk of being able to put two cameras in here, well, it's cool and it's novelty, it's not something you're really going to ever do. On that note, I don't think I've ever actually kind of talked about how I shoot chase cam footage with one of these poles, and it's really easy to get nice stable footage. I just rest one finger underneath the front here and one at the back, and this is my driving hand, this is my stability, and I just kind of go through like this, and it turns out to be some very stable footage. You've got the camera, the weight of the camera is what's making this whole thing stable, and the weight of the pole is kind of balanced like this. So this is your pan or your tilt, and then panning side to side like this, and it just kind of makes a nice fluid movement. You're just going to be gentle with your hands, make it everything slow, just think fluid and smooth. and you will be able to produce some really cool follow cam shots like this. It's great for snowboarding, it's great for low angles and skiing, skateboarding, all kinds of things like that. You can basically, once you get pretty good, you can actually run with it like this, and that's really great for producing follow cam footage, but that works with all GoPro poles. And that kind of brings us to the conclusion. Now, first thing you guys are going to want to do is go watch my GoPro Pole buyer's guide to learn everything you need to think about when you're out buying a GoPro pole, and then think about things that I've talked about considering in there, see how they apply to this pole, and then make your own conclusion. Basically, what I can say about this pole is it's got solid construction quality, it seems pretty solid, it's got an average extension length, and this end is unique. So the new thing about this pole is this end. The reason I want to check it out was how this end worked. The one thing that really impressed me was how little shake there is in this. There's no vibration going to be moved from the pole into the camera with that buckle mount. It's a solid buckle mount, no movement coming from that. And that was the GoScope. So a really interesting change to the standard GoPro Pole mounting system. Guys, this was another video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you disliked it, you can go ahead and dislike it if you want. Leave a comment down below. Let me know why you disliked it, what you didn't like, or just leave a comment saying, hey, and if you've got anything else you saw burning a hole in your mind, leave it down below. If you want to keep up with the latest updates, follow me down there on Instagram, Kyle Martin Tech. Lots of cool stuff going on over there. And there's awesome stuff, and you want to know what's going on, what's coming up, check that out. Most of all, guys, until next time, thank you very, very much for watching.